You know, the reality about life is it's not easy. And if anybody ever tells you that it is, they're either delusional or they're lying to you. So probably not somebody you want to have in your life, at least as a mentor or somebody that gives you advice, because it is not easy. I want to share something with you, and this is more of a personal story, and this one's more sensitive to me. So sorry, there's probably not going to make any jokes or any dad jokes or anything along the way. But behind me, you see a shadow box, and I was in law enforcement. When I talk about career of where you see the worst of people, that was my career, seeing the worst of people, answering the calls that nobody wants to, running places when everybody else is running away from. But this is my father's shadow box. This is a place of a representation of all the places he worked, from Atlanta PD to Fulton County to a little town called Tyrone, Georgia. And here's the deal. I'm a 20-year-old boy, and one day I lost him. Didn't know it was going to happen. It was abrupt. Didn't expect it. And at 20 years old, my life came crashing down on me. And had everything laid out, goals, what I was going to do, to be an airline pilot, what colleges I was going to go to, and everything. Everything was laid out. And in one moment, one instant, it all crashed down. We have those crashes sometimes in life. But I'd shared previously, and you can go back and look if you want to hear my story about faith and struggling in the church. I'd gone away from God. So the one thing that was absent when I was dealing with this struggle was a group of believers, a strong faith foundation. And I struggled with this. I struggled doing it on my own, and it was terrible. God came through, and amazing things came out of it. Even though it really was terrible going through. If anybody's lost somebody close to you, you know the pain, the hurt that comes with it. But I tell you, it does get better. We never forget. But I want to take a lesson that I still hold true from my dad's life. And it was at his funeral. My father was not a rich man. He was a police officer, police chief of a small town. I used to call it Mayberry 2.0. This small town. But at his funeral, the funeral home was full of people from all over, young, old, and they were all sharing these stories. This one teenager who is now in his 30s, much older than me at the time, even shared a story about when he was a teenager doing dumb teenager things that I know you've never done before. He had drank a little too much, and my dad stopped him one night, and instead of arresting him, he gave him a talking to and brought him home to his father, who probably gave him more than a talking to. But that event, instead of ruining that young man's life, it changed him. And he shared that with me. He shared the difference that he made in so many countless other people. Because my father may not have been a rich man with money and funds, but he was a rich man as far as the impact that he made on others, the impact he made on other lives. You know, James tells us we're but a wisp, a vapor. We're here one day, gone the next. And the thing that my dad's life taught me, the pain, the good memories that I think of fondly, is this. We're only here for a short time. How rich are we? Are we building up for some money that turns to dust along with us? Or are we actually making a difference in the lives of others around us? That's where the richness is. When we glorify God and we show His life and grace towards others. That was a lesson I learned. It was a hard-learned lesson, a painful lesson, but one I still hold true today. The other lesson I learned is sometimes we're going to feel like we lose it all. But fortunately, we got God along with us. As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear not, because Thou art with me. He never leaves us, even when sometimes we stubbornly leave Him and feel like we're alone. We're not. Praise God.